Hello and welcome. My name is Brian and I am with the ABI technical support team. And today we're going to be going over the basics of the PTO manure spreaders. The PTO shaft that comes with your spreader is a standard length, one size fits most. Depending on your tractor application, you may find it necessary to take the shaft apart and cut each end down. There are directions that come with the shaft to outline that process, but you will want to cut both ends of the shaft evenly and the safety shield, slide it back together, and then you'll be ready to go. The operations of a PTO spreader are very simple. The PTO from the tractor is going to drive all the components. So power comes back through the shaft, through a roller chain on the front here, then goes back along the side and powers the beater. Then coming across, you have another shaft that will power the ground drive component. Up here on the front, you have a nice handy pull rope that you can put right up on the tractor, and this is how you will vary the speed of the apron. A pull forward, and you can hear it click as you go in each of the notches, all the way forward, kicks it back to the off position. And then you can just pick your speed, whatever gets the desired flow of manure out the back that you're looking for. One of the most frequent issues we run into is customer calls in and nothing wants to work on the spreader. PTO shaft is spinning, but the apron's not moving, the beaters aren't moving. In this front sprocket up here, there is a shear bolt that goes through the drive and the driven of this roller chain. If nothing is working on the spreader, there is a good chance that this shear bolt has sheared and needs to be replaced. On your spreader, there will be some extra ones here, but they are also standard hardware that can be picked up at the local hardware store or farm store. The next thing you want to look at is if PTO is running and still nothing is moving on the spreader, your shear bolt is fine. There are also keyways right here in this coupler. As you can see, there's 4 bolts coming in from each side, so a total of 8 bolts plus 2 set screws here. There is then a keyway on each shaft on each side. That coupler locks in the 2 halves to drive the unit. So if nothing's working, the shear bolt is good, that would be the next point to check. If you are running into issues with the apron chain, the problems most likely persist back in this area here. So as we talked, you've got pull rope, which selects your speed with the apron chain. If you pull this handle and nothing is happening, there's a web extension spring, silver spring down here, that puts tension on the components. If you're not getting any activity, first look to make sure that this spring is intact. Secondly, on the ratchet gear, you have 2 pawls here in the front and 1 in the back. Each one of the pawls has a spring here to keep tension to keep it engaged with the ratchet gear. You want to verify that those springs are all good. The other question we frequently get is, what is the right tension on the apron chain? So the bottom droop doesn't necessarily matter as much. It's more about what you can lift on the floor of the spreader. So if you grab right here by the wheel and lift up, we should be able to lift 3 to 4 inches. That's right where you want to be with your tension on the apron chain. Thank you for watching. And as always, feel free to check our website out for other links and videos that we may have, or give us a call. We're always happy to help. Number is 877-788-7253. Thanks.